We're off. Good evening, friends.
Good evening.
Wow. No, for in future, you sneeze, it makes it sound so much louder. Oh, I had a funny feeling this is the way things were going to go. Good evening and welcome to Little Port Christian Spiritualist this Thursday evening. Thank you all for being here and being part of tonight, because it's going to be a little bit different. And the reason it's going to be a little bit different is because we are going to be sending out love and healing to a family member, a friend. I know many of you already know, but for those that have not heard and do not know, our friend Rusty, our member Rusty, who I'm going to get a kick if I call her by her full name, so I won't, is extremely poorly and will be joining the world of spirit sometime very soon. One thing that really bugs me about religion, one thing that really bugs me about how we are perceived as a way of life, is that we are seen as being somehow obsessed with death. But the truth is, we are obsessed with life. And so tonight we are going to prove that by telling people how we feel about them whilst they're still with us, by letting them know that love and compassion and healing, no matter the cause, is absolutely essential and necessary. I did mention, because I always do, that we gathered here most of the time, especially when we're arguing, consider ourselves a family. Well, there's the spiritual family, but tonight we are honoured to be joined by biological family. Thank you for coming tonight. It really does mean a lot. And we want you to know just how much of a pain in the backside and an upliftment and a true friend and family member that lady is to us. So tonight is for her. And we are going to spread it far and wide, and we're going to do something a little bit different with the healing tonight. And we're going to send our friend some healing for upliftment, for comfort, and just to generally let her know that we're thinking of her. Because we focus on life. And whilst we've got people, it's important to let them know how we feel about them. So in time-honoured tradition, don't be miserable, don't be down, be indiscreet, be loud, be proud, be rusty. Because that's the best way to honour somebody, by following their example. And I know that if I were to say her proper name, no matter what her physical condition, she'd still find a way of kicking me up the backside. So tonight we're going to be sending Rusty some healing. We've already planned it. I'll let Tony explain all that when the time comes. But we have a tool of another member of our church who donated it to us. And it's looked after by Eunice, and anyone who's ever been to a workshop related to healing will know what it is. We've got Alan's copper cable with us tonight, and so you can all gather. For those that don't like being on camera, it'll be up there, but Tony will explain all. But tonight is about community, family, upliftment, and compassion for our friend and our family member, our sister, for Rusty. And so let's crack on straight into our normal order of service by welcoming a very important person to the fore. And it's so ironic that she is also family, because tonight really is a family affair. So please welcome our very own and our medium tonight, the one and only with a Y, Lynda Rose. thank you for stepping in. For those that don't know, because there are 2 posters drifting around out there, thanks to the wonders of the internet, you can't remove what you've already put out. For those that were expecting Claire Quadling, she's poorly. Please send her healing thoughts as well. But the lovely Lynda stepped in, so we're grateful. And thank you for coming and serving tonight. Bless you. Well, friends, let's begin as we always do by joining together and opening this service in prayer. As we say, Great Spirit, divine universal source of all, we thank you. We thank you for this opportunity, truly, to come together as friends, to unite under a banner of love, of hope, and of friendship, with the aim and desire to witness your proof, your truth, not only that life indeed is eternal, but to witness that proof and that truth, that compassion and love always wins. So as we place this service in your care and keeping, we make that statement as ever, that everything we do is in love, in truth, and in light, and done only for good. Amen. Well, now, friends, is the time in our service when we talk about philosophy, but you know what? There's a time for fancy words, and there's a time for honesty. Fancy words can be useful in the right place and the right time, but honesty is more important in times of need. One of the things that someone dressed like me would quite often say in difficult times is that time is a healer. And you know what? I find that phrase quite insulting because it's not always true, and it very rarely is. But what I do know, my friends, a really important truth of spirit, is that whilst things don't always feel like they're getting better, you will get stronger. And difficult and hard times are replaced by fun memories. One of the things that I've enjoyed as we've been preparing this service tonight is that the front row has been its usual chaotic self. In actual fact, I might say a little bit worse than normal. But this is my point. The one medicine that really, really does help, that is truly heaven sent, is laughter. We've all been through experiences of loss and difficulty. But when does it start getting better? When do you start getting stronger? When you can tell funny stories and tell laughing jokes about the person that you think you've lost. Humour and laughter is a true tonic, and it's a sign that love endures. I was speaking today about memory. I did a workshop there's a couple people in the room that actually were there. And I was talking about how memories are stored. If I were to ask you, all of you, those that were around at the time, what you were doing on the 28th of October 1978, I doubt many of you would remember. That lady over there would, because that's the day I arrived and I left a big smiley scar on her belly. She'll never forget that day. But if it meant nothing to you, you're not going to remember the day. Why? Because emotion stores memories. This is a scientifically, biologically proven fact. The brain remembers better with emotion. This is why difficult times stay with you, but it's why laughter stays with you. Because that is a stronger emotion and a powerful emotion at that. So the more you can laugh, the more you will remember. So my friends, when you're out in your daily life with your friends, your loved ones, your colleagues, even random strangers on the street, or indeed people you've met for the first time, have a good laugh. Tell a dirty joke. Say something that will burn a humorous memory into your mind, because it's those memories that carry us forward with strength, and we are able to remember in some small comfort those that we love dearly. So never be afraid of laughing. Always remember that it is a healing tonic. Speaking of healing tonics, there will be an opportunity after tonight's service to have a toast. We're sending healing to Rusty tonight, and I'm sure that somebody will play her some clips and videos of it tomorrow. I'm sure at least one of you might, just to let her know. But we will be having a toast because she likes Baileys, so we're having an opportunity to have a bit of a toast and share a tot of Baileys. Now, I realise that some people are driving, so in order to compensate for that, I know it's not much, but it is a non-alcoholic version of Baileys. I brought some chilled latte and some whipped cream. I will just say this, if there is any whipped cream left, Anastasia wants to take it with her. It's all right, I've got my own bottle at home, it's fine. But friends, remember that humour matters, laughter matters. And if you're going to burn a memory, isn't it better to burn one in that you can look back and smile on? Food for thought, my friends, so thank you for listening and God bless you all. And so now, indeed, it is time to see if the world of spirit were leading both myself and my erstwhile deacon as we have our reading for this evening. So please welcome up to the front, fully wired up and ready to go, Reverend Eunice.
When looking around, here's what I see. So many faces looking at me. What are you thinking? What do you need? Some help, a kind word, or a nice cup of tea? Some looking for guidance, some just in deep thought. Some are just here with the friends that they've brought. No matter your reason, I'm glad that you came and trust you will visit again and again. For we are all family. We care more than you know. Each one of you special, I can see by the glow. The light that surrounds you, with healing most pure, a true sense of peace, of this I am sure. When we leave here this evening and go on our way, may you carry this energy day after day. This energy is love, its strength and its light. May it always be with you, not only tonight.
Well done, babe. Friends, thank you, Eunice. Yeah, that was amazing. Thank you. Very much appreciated. And now is the bit where you can all get involved. I am going to sit here for a moment and press a button, but then I'm disappearing off up the back and Tony's going to tell you all about it. So for our healing session tonight, please welcome our healing leader, Tony.
Thank you. From the healing book, Celtic Rose, Wayne, Auntie Pat in Sheffield, and Caroline, who's still not well. Every week I stand up here, and most weeks it's easy. This week's not. Nick wouldn't say it, but I would greet Hyacinth in the kitchen. She would usually make some rude riposte. She would then say, "Can I have some healing?" And I'd say, "Yes, Hyacinth, of course you can." What she'd say next, I dare not repeat, but I never called a Hyacinth more than twice a night. She did confide in me some weeks ago that things were not good with her and asked me to just keep it to myself. So I did. But it's not that. I know, and you all know, when she's got to the other side and she finds out how to get back here. She bloody soon will. And she'll be telling us what we're doing right and what we're doing wrong and how and why. So with no further ado, if you want some healing and you want to remain in your seat and have some healing, please raise a hand. Okay, there's a couple, 3 that we can do, yeah? If you're prepared to give some healing to those, please find them now. The rest of you, if you'd like to join tea and go to the back of the hall and grab Alan's copper rope.
I'll be joining. You want to do that and I'll go down there?
Yeah, that's fine. So just go and find Teresa. As many of you as you can. Grab the rope. You going down there?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but one does. Yeah, that's all right. We're all... That's lovely. Thank you. And all you need to do is hold the rope and send out your healing thoughts to our friend Rusty.
Wow.
And healers, you may begin, and you've got 2.5 minutes from about.
Spirit, Father, Mother, God, divine source of the universe and great Creator. Here we bring unto you all those listed in all the healing books throughout the land. Be they sick in mind, body, spirit, or soul, that it may please thee to heal them, those we know, those we do not know, those that have no one to ask for them. We ask for them now. Those we know, those we do not know, those that have no one to ask for them. We ask for them now.
Thank you, healers, for doing your individual bits. Can you just bring yourselves back now? And thank all of you that joined us at the back of the hall. The power was there. We know where it's gone.
That's all right. Didn't know whether to or not, really.
No, you're always welcome to. Always. Friends, thank you. And thank you to Tony for leading. Thank you to all the healers who stepped in and gave healing to those in need. And thank you, absolutely amazing, to everyone who joined in. Starting over there, everyone descending on Mother so she didn't have to get up. It was appreciated. But to see this mass of people suddenly disappear up there, that's a sign of true compassion, and that's what this is all about. Thank you for being a part of that. And yes, I agree with Tony's sentiment. I just do say that when the time does come, I don't envy them, because I will be sure that the words that will be repeated will be the same that I got every workshop. Well, I don't think I can do this. I'm not sure. I'm not feeling anything. Can't see anything. There you go. I can't see anything. You know that picture in your mind that you've got there? I haven't got a picture in my mind. You know that object that you saw in your head? What do you mean, that tree? Yes. So you did see something. Well, no, not really. They will require all the saints for their patience to develop. But I know that she will come back when the time comes to tell us how to do it. So should you hear this, Rusty, he was the one who said your name, not me. All right? Friends, thank you seriously for taking part in that. It was truly special. And a first, I think. And it may well become a tradition. For those of our family who are poorly, we need to be making more use of that cable. Because I think a certain gentleman upstairs would kick our backsides for not doing it. Mm-hmm. So for those of our friends that are in need of healing on the earth plane, that's going to come out more often, because that was wonderful. Thank you all so much. Well, friends, now is the time in our service when I'm about to hand over and say, take care, be safe, and give Aminal a big hug for me. Thank you for coming as long as you could. She's got to dash off. Yeah. So now is the time in our service when we are going to do that other part of this way of life, which is prove survival. And I know you're in good hands, because I'm going to hand over to a friend of mine and a wonderful exponent of this way of life. Should she come to you, please answer in a clear voice, yes, no, or don't know. Don't feed the medium. She will bite your hand off, quite literally sometimes. And should the... have you ever been to a spiritualist church before?
No, this is the first time.
Should the curtains start twitching and the chairs start sliding... It's usually because he's tied fishing wire to wind me up. But if that does happen without the fishing wire, you can follow me, because I'll be the first one out, because I'm a blinking coward. I'll give you a good run for your money. You got to grab the cream first. That should help. Please give a warm welcome to our friend and our medium tonight, Lynda Rose.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. Oh, right. It's lovely when you've got this beautiful energy, and laughter it's a healer in itself, isn't it? So, right. So I don't know how I'm going to work tonight. I don't know. I'm not even going to say anything. I've just told them to take me out of it. Right. Can I come to the lady there behind Eunice? You've got a cross on. Yes. May I work with you, please? Okay, I've got a mother's energy with yourself, all right, who's stood behind you at the moment. This lady comes in a very strong energy. So when she was here, she had a very strong energy within herself. I know with this lady also that if there was any problems around, she was a fixer. She would fix things. I know that she had problems with her hands because she showed me her hands. I don't know if that's to do with arthritis or something like that before she passed the spirit world. She says it was a long while before I passed the spirit world, she's telling me. So I know that she had arthritis she's talked about a third of her life. She's talking about there. And I know with this lady, I'm looking at you and looking at her, so I know I want to say mother, and I know that she would have been quite stern at times when she wanted to get her message over. Okay, she's not come to tell you off, all right, which I'm very pleased about because sometimes that's what happens. But I know I'm rolling my sleeves up. So I know she's here with you at this moment because there's something that you need to be sorting out, okay, in your life. All right, and she says it's about time you got stuck in. Oh, you are getting a bit of a turning off, sorry. But it's about time you got stuck in with it, okay? It seems quite daunting, she tells me, but at the end of the day, once you start working through it, it won't be so bad, especially when you see the light at the end of the tunnel. Now, I'm talking like, I don't know what I'm saying here, right? But you know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you? I know that your voice in the back here, the back chakra on your voice, all right, I feel that this is your will centers. There's a lot you want to say, but you're having to keep shut, all right? If this was your mother, she wouldn't have been able to keep shut, she tells me. All right, bless her. I know when I want to go to her feet as well, because she showed me her feet, I know that they're swollen, and I know that she would have, she said to wear those horrible slippers. She said, oh my gosh, she said they were not nice. I know that she would have tripped over them a few times, she's telling me, all right, as she was walking. And she makes me show that she ended up shuffling more than anything else, bless her. She also shows me that she had a good weight on her, but when she went to the spirit world, she'd lost a lot of weight, okay? Now she started talking, I'm not going to stop her. She's going to keep going and going and going. So I want to say, you take her home with you because I'm not taking her home with me, all right? Because she'll be giving it in my ear all the time in the car, all right? So I'm going to say there's lots of love from this lady because she's learning. She says, I'm learning over this side. I'm learning. Would there be a grandchild or a little one around you? Not really little, but would you understand that? A little, maybe 8, 10, 12, round about that age, please. It's either family member or it'll be a friend's child. Just that it gets on that child, I think it's a male, gets on everybody's nerves. All right?
It's a boy.
It's a boy, yeah, it's a boy. You must know this boy. I feel it's more on a friend link than, but I know this boy is getting on everybody's nerves because it's hyperactive, going here, there, and everywhere. I'm going to leave you with that thought, all right? Okay, if you haven't come across him, you will. All right. God bless you, and thank you for working with us. Thank you. Okay, thank you. I'm over here. The gentleman wearing red there, please, may I work with you, lovey? Is that all right? I do have a male figure around you. I feel I'm working either with dad or granddad here. Okay, I feel I'm missing dad and I'm going over to granddad, I'm being told. I'm going over to granddad. I know with granddad, I'm looking at you, I'm looking at him, so I know there's a real good resemblance, but he's got a bit more meat on him, he tells me. All right, I've got granddad, haven't I? Yeah, that's what I thought. So he's got a lot more meat on him, he's saying. I know that he would have been, how can I say, he would have been quite vocal where you're more introvert, where he's more extrovert, he tells me. Okay, I know that he would be good with his hands. He's showing me his hands and he would be good with tools and things like that. And he looked after his tools as well. But when he passed them down, All right, I feel the next generation, which should be your father, didn't really look after them as well as what grandfather looked after them. You say, take that, yeah? I also know with this gentleman that he's, all right, thank you. He's talking about his heart, so I know there would have been problems with his heart. All right, I'm not sure whether that was his passing, but I know that he would have had, it would have caused him problems more the latter part of his life than the earlier part of his life. I also know with this gentleman that he didn't stand no nonsense either, and he used a little swear word there as well, which I won't say because he's not caught me out. But I just know this gentleman's around you, and like the lady in the back there, there's some things that you need to be sorting out. You understand? And it's like, stop burying your head in the sand. It's got to be done. Okay, burying your head in the sand. Don't sort anything out. It's things that you need to be doing and put yourself forward. Would you understand a spiritual link with yourself as well, please, sir? Yep. Because I feel, I don't know if it's a healing, but I know that there's either, I want to say there's like a mediumistic way to you. I don't know if it's the way I'm working, but mediumistic comes in many ways and shapes and forms. I also am being told, you know what's going to happen before it happens. And there's a few things that have happened where you've realised that. Would that make sense to you? Okay, let me just, enlighten you a bit more. Would you understand it in your dreams, please? That you're shown in your dreams and then it happens in front of you. I know there's something that's happens before it happens, if you know what I mean. All right, okay, as long as you can take that. I may have said a couple of things there, but I just know that there is, and I'm being told about the healing rays coming through your hands as well, and you're a pretty good healer, you understand? But you also need to realise that you have to look after yourself as well, you're being told, right? Because there's a lower back problem going on, and it's like you need to look after you before you start looking after everybody else. I feel this back has been there twinging for the last few years, and it's like, come on, you need to start looking after you now and putting these other things to one side and just concentrate on you. Okay, and I feel that's what your message is, look after you at this moment in time. It's only for a little while, but it's like you need to just, there's things going on that you need to be just looking after you, just for a little while. It's about self-love, really, isn't it? And so it's about self-love. And if you can have self-love, then you can love everybody else. But we all have times where we don't love ourselves, and we have times where we do love ourselves. So I feel you're going through that little patch where things are, there's not such love for you at this moment in time, for whatever reason, but you know the reason. Okay, so there's lots of love from this gentleman for yourself, and say God bless you and thank you for working with us. Thank you. Can I come down to you, please? Thank you. Now, I have to give this saying now. I do get the odd saying, but normally once I've said it once, I wish I hadn't said it, because then everybody's got it. But would you understand damned if you're doing, damned if you don't going on at the moment? Yes. And I feel it's quite big for you. I know I've got mum's love coming through. I know I've got, would you understand mum in spirit world? Here, all right then, it's mum's mum. All right? Sorry. Oh, she must be coming to give you a telling off then. And so it's mum's mum. But would you understand mum's not that well at the moment then? Yes. Yeah, because that's why she's come through. And would you understand with mum, who's here, okay, that she can be quite stubborn? Yeah. Okay. All right. So this is your nan that's here. All right. Your nan. And I know you say, "Oh dear," but I know that she would put you right. Yeah, she would put you right. And she says she'd grab you by the ear. You understand that? Or if not, she's talking about your earring. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right, so I know she's taken me to your ear. But I know that she would put you right if you was on the wrong pathway, all right, or things were not quite right for you. I call it when you're vibrating well and when you're not vibrating well. And would you understand, because you're having to look after others around you at the moment, that it's taken a lot out of yourself? Yeah, because this is why she's come through. And like the gentleman there, it's about self-care for you. Right, start looking after yourself because, excuse me, is this your diet, please? Yeah, okay, then I need you to know that you need to start looking after you. Because you've got all these lovely people around that need you, because you're the backbone for everybody and you're the strength for everybody. And this lady is saying, if you don't start looking after you, there's going to be nobody there to look after you properly. So you've got to start looking after you at this moment in time. Okay, because there's a lot going on around you. There's a lot you're not seeing as well. You understand, I know you work with energy, so I know that there's negative energies around you as well. You understand that? And these negative energies can really pull you to bits. So you need to look after yourself by sleeping well. Okay? That's why I had to look at you. Sleeping well and a good diet, all right? And not eating on the hoof. It's like you need to have those 3 meals a day and keep them, I'm not going to say pure, because I know sometimes it's nice to have a little bit of junk food or a little bit of food that makes you feel good, but try and keep it to your vegetables and that sort of thing, all right? Because you need to build yourself up. Because I know that there are things, as I say, there's things going on behind the scenes, as well as what's going on with you as well. And it's really hard to deal with all these things that keep hitting you. Yeah, and it's about you looking after yourself. She keeps repeating this because I think whatever she says, she will go in one ear and out the other. All right, yeah. Okay, that's why she wants me to keep saying it, and I'm not going to be like that. I won't say, but she wants you to know that they all care about both of you. And sometimes you feel as though you're fighting a losing battle, the pair of you. So when you're really united, you can be strong, but sometimes it's very difficult. And that's what I'm being told, all right? So please just look after yourself. And lots of love. I'm going to say lots of love from this lady. You said, "Oh no," you know. There's still that love, that spirit love for you. All right. May God bless you and thank you for working with us. Okay, thank you. I know. Can I come to this lady here, please? Is it all right if I work with you? Yeah. You've got a daughter in spirit. Okay. Okay. Can I bring Nan through for you? Is she here? Nan. Your mum? Or mum on the other side? You'll be your gran. All right. I know I've got a Nan energy coming through. All right. So it's not your mum. It's your great Nan. Right. Okay. This lady comes in with a lot of love for you. All right. And she wants to give you a big hug. Okay. She's looking after the children that are in the spirit world. All right. That she wants you to know that they are. I feel that she would mother when she was here. Would you understand that? Yeah, yeah. Do you not know your great gran? No, but Obviously you do, yeah? All right. Right, okay. And I just feel that she would mother. And that's why I say she's got the youngsters over there. So she wants you to know that for reassurance. And I say youngsters, but I know that I can see a girl, all right? But I know that there are others there as well, all right? And I know as this lady joins you, I know that she's not showing herself to me, but I don't think she's a little lady. I think she's quite a well spread lady. Okay, lovely. I know I've got grey hair with her, so I would have made an old age, maybe in my 80s. I wouldn't say, I know I've got like a bob type haircut sort of thing. I've got a haircut down to here. Would you understand that with her? Would look like the bob. All right. I feel I'm in a shape here. It's not as curly as mine, though, is it? Oh, really? Okay, that's not what I'm saying. I'm seeing like yours, but more coming in here. Okay, all right. Just hold on, because this is what the lady's showing me. And I don't think we've got the wrong person here, but that's what she's showing me. Okay. And I know with this lady. Okay, thank you. I don't know if there's lots of children, but I know that I'm in the sink and I'm washing up. So do you know what I mean? So I know that's why she makes me feel that there was a lot for her to do to keep family. All right. Also, I feel that either her husband wasn't around so much or something happened to him in his earlier days. You can understand that. Okay. So I know I've got the right person. She's just given me straight hair instead of curly hair. All right. Would it be perms? All right. Okay. So her hair was straight and then it was perms. Right. Okay. That I understand. Right. Beautiful. Oh, she's got this beautiful smile. As we've worked it out, she's got a beautiful smile. I know with this lady, would you understand she used to shuffle a bit with her legs? You don't know. All right. She's not very tall. She's about my height, I think. You don't know that one, all right? Okay. Well, that's what I can. Yeah. Yeah. I know that she shuffled before she went to the spirit world, but I feel it was pneumonia that took her over. All right. Yeah, that's what. With other things, yeah, but that's what she says. The lungs filled up with water, she says. Right, so I know it was pneumonia. And with this lady, I feel she's around you at the moment because would you understand that you're trying to do something or create something? No. Yeah. Okay. I'm glad that's a yes. Yeah. She doesn't know she's doing it. Because what she's saying is, will you slow down? Yeah, because your mind is going 10 to the dozen. All right? And you need to slow it down. You need to slow it down. I don't know if you've got children around you, but I want to put lots of children around you. All right? And I don't know whether that's wishful thinking or whether there are children around you. You understand that? And I know that the reason she's here is because you need to slow down and then everybody else will slow down. Does that make sense? So I feel that whoever's around you is on this buzz like what you're on. I know you're sitting there very quiet at the moment, but I think it's not easy for you. All right? but I just feel that there's this, when you're on a buzz, then everybody's on the buzz, and then nobody can relax. Does that make sense? So you need to ground yourself a lot more, all right? And not with chocolate, I'm being told. Bless you. All I can say is that she's here to say to you, will you slow down? Because you're not doing anybody around you any good by being on the go all the time. And that's what she's come to say to you, all right? But to let you know that she's got your babies. She's looking after them, all right? Thank you for working with us. God bless you, and thank you for working with us. Thank you. Can I come to... I'll work with you, please. Can I work with you? Wakey, wakey. Is that all right? Is that all right if I work with you? No, you know your family, don't you? Yes. Yeah, good. And you're Scottish or Irish? Scottish. All right. Okay, right. I've got a lady here who's with you, and she's a bit taller than yourself. Okay. That's not nice, is it? That's really not nice. We'll just ignore that side of the room. Okay, I know she's a family member, but I want to put her more your age than, so I feel it's either a sister or a cousin, this lady, all right? So I want to put her more on that link than a mother or a father link, all right? So I feel I'm more on a cousin link than anything else with this lady. I do feel with this lady that she's been gone over to spirit world sometime. She's older than yourself as well, she tells me. Okay, I know that she tells me that she would have passed with, I feel it was, okay, thank you, it was cancer. I'm going here and she's telling me down here, what's ovarian cancer she's talking about, all right. And she also tells me that that in the beginning she didn't think there was anything wrong with her, even though there was things weren't quite right, but she was ignoring them. All right, and then she's telling me that then it was diagnosed, and then she thought she'd be all right, and then all of a sudden it got her where it was all over her. She talks about it being in the bones as well. She's talking about, all right. And I know with this lady that she was a bit of a joker when she was here so there was a sense of humour to her as well. This lady, do you know who I've got here? Really, I've not been in contact with my cousins. All right, okay. But I have a niece. Okay. Right, okay. All right then. Oh, that's lovely. So I knew she weren't like her. She weren't old. I know she's older than you, but she was not. She's not like, she didn't make old age. She didn't make old age. No, young. Yeah. Okay. And I know with this lady, she's come to you because there are concerns about yourself or somebody around you where there's an unwellness. Can you take that? You don't have to say who, but I just need to say that it's either with you or somebody around you, there's an unwellness that they need to actually go and get things checked out. Does that make sense? Yeah. Lovely. Yes, it'll either be family or friends, but this is normally when they come through for a reason to actually say something to you about something that's going on. And as I say, it can be with you or it can be somebody around you. But I know that there's concerns on the earth plane for this person, and they need to go and get things checked. because stress is a bad thing. Because, you know, you can worry about things and it might not be as bad as what that person's thinking. But if they worry so much, then they can hurt themselves by just the stress and the worry. Okay, but also I feel this person who is unwell, they're affecting others around them as well at this moment in time. So all they need to do is go and just be checked out. Yes. All right, so I know that you would have the mouthpiece to do that and deal with that. Does that make sense? Yeah. And so I'm going to leave that job to you. And that's why this lady's come through, all right, because she left hers too long. And I'm not saying that's what's wrong with this lady on the earth plane, but she did leave hers too long, and that's why she's come in. And it's not always what we think it is. It starts building up in here. All right. I say God bless you and thank you for working with us. Thank you. Now, where am I going? I'll work with you, please. Yeah, is that all right? Okay, thank you. I've got Mama's energy here. So your mum is coming through to you. And I know that there's concerns for Rusty as well. I know that, but I know that your mum is going to be there to take her over to the lights. All right? And she's saying that who better to do it is what she's saying. Okay? I do feel your mum, when she was here on the earth plane, she would have been a doer and got things done. All right? And I know that she's rolling her sleeves up. So I know something's going on around you that she wants to sort out. Would you understand that? Yeah, okay. I don't know what she's not saying, but I know there's things that she wants to sort out. She also wants to, she's talking about medication. So I don't know if it's your medication or Rusty's or somebody else, but she's talking about medication. Needs to be checked and sorted out. All right, you understand that? Okay. And I know what Rusty looks like, but I would say that your mum looks more like you than Rusty. Does that make sense? Yeah. And she would have had your build, but I feel she would have lost the weight before she went to the spirit world. Okay. And I know your mum. Oh, bless you. Okay. So what she's talking about is your loss, her gain. All right. So that means they're waiting and they're going to have, I don't know if she has a little sherry but I know, yeah, no. Then would you understand that with Rusty, a little drink? Because there'll be this, all right. That's why she said a little sherry. Yeah. But there'll be the celebration over there. And Mum wants you to celebrate that she's ready to go. All right. And she's taken her time. All right. Rusty is, but she will go when she's ready. And your mum has been waiting. All right, she has been waiting, but has to be the hand's been held out, and it's when Rusty chooses to leave. Okay, and it will be in her time. All right, okay. Well, it's mum's going to be there. Oh dear. Yeah, she's the one because she come from mum's womb. Yeah. So even though
She didn't like my mom.
Right. Okay, all right. Oh dear, well she might be swearing when she goes over. That's probably why she's hanging back. That's probably why she's hanging back. But your dad was a tall man? No, there's a tall gentleman there. Well, she wouldn't want him either, I don't suppose. So, right, yes, I've got a tall man there. I'm going to leave it there because I can't see your father, your dad, but they will all be there waiting. But that needs that special one to bring her over. So all I can say, it's probably why she's hanging back then. But she needs to know that there'll be a celebration when she gets over there. But she will go to the halls of healing as well, so there will be some healing for her as well. Okay, and I want to say she's a very special lady because I know that she's kept everything very quiet. She doesn't want to hurt anybody, and to me that's very special. You know, even though to some people they may be upset, but to me that's very special. That because she didn't want to trouble anybody. Yeah, she didn't want to trouble anybody with it. She kept it to herself. And when you do that, it's like when you keep it to yourself and you don't tell anybody or many people, then it's because you don't want to hurt anybody.
That's actually quite sad. Because she had a lot of people around her that to help her.
Yeah, I know, but it was her way. And Rusty always done it her way. Yeah. She always done it.
Exactly.
Yeah. But she was thinking about everybody else. Well, she is thinking about everybody else, and that's the thing. So we all see it differently, but her way was her way. And she'll go out with a bang, because that's how she wants to. Yeah. And that's the way she wants to do it. I'm connecting with Rusty now, even though she's not gone over yet. Yeah, I'm connecting with her, and that's what she wants to say to you. All right, even though it's sad, she didn't want to hurt anybody. Yeah.
She'll probably be pissed at me because my brother and sisters are coming.
Yes, no doubt. But yeah, but all I can say is there's lots of love from those in the spirit world, and there's a lot over there. There's a lot over there. Yeah, I know, because I can feel their energies around us. So, but either Mum had to come through and say that to you, or Rusty's come through and said that to you, and you would know why she said that. All right. So I'm going to leave their love with you and say God bless you and thank you for working with us. Thank you. All right, lovely. Thank you. Lady at the back with the green hair. May I work with you, please? Yeah, love your hair. It's beautiful. You know, I said over here, damned if you do and damned if you don't. Will you understand that going on in your life at the moment? Thank you. And would you understand there's so much going on that your head feels as though it wants to burst? Yeah, because that's what they're giving me at the moment. I had it earlier when I was sitting there and I thought this belongs to somebody, it's not mine. All right. Okay. I feel that I've got a lady in the spirit world that would have coughed a lot before she passed the spirit world, she's telling me. All right. So I know that she talks about, she says, I'm sorry, but I did cough up blood, she's talking about. All right. And as she comes through here, I feel I have got a very placid lady, very quiet lady, not intrusive of others. And I know that she tells me she kept everything very quiet. This has come on from over there. She kept everything very quiet. She kept it all to herself, all right, until the last part, until she couldn't hide it from anybody. Isn't that's, yeah. I can see lots of flowers around this lady as well. So I don't know if she was a florist or whether she worked with flowers or she just loved growing flowers. All right, okay, so I've just got lots of flowers around her. And she's actually bringing flowers over to you, all right? She's bringing this lady's, is that your mum? Your mum, yeah. She's actually putting flowers around you, and that's with love, okay? Because she knows that there's things that are troubling you with what's going on, and she wants to bring love to you. All right? Okay. And I know with this lady, she would have suffered. I've got round here, so I'm not quite sure what's going on with her, but I know there would have been a lot going on in this part. But I also know there would have been a time where she had a hysterectomy. Would that make sense? Or, all right, there would be, or there would have been intrusive stuff going on lower down, which for her would be, I don't like that very much. You understand, she's a very private lady. And I know with this lady, the cough got so bad that she couldn't even rest with it, she tells me. All right. Now, the reason she's come here, would you understand a youngster around you, please? And would you understand a cough with that youngster, please? Right. And would you understand with this youngster, she needs to be speaking her truth and she's holding back. Yeah. And what this lady's saying, she needs to get it out because it's getting stuck. It's getting stuck for her. So, and what happens is it closes up this chakra, and then it can become worse. All right. So I feel that either she needs to have either be able to express herself to somebody neutral. Does that make sense to you? Either somebody neutral or somebody she feels comfortable with to say what she needs to say. Does that make sense? Brilliant. Okay, I'm going to leave you with this lady's love and say God bless you and thank you for working with us. Thank you. How comes the gentleman at the back there, please? I'll work with you. Now, you sneezed. You didn't cough, did you? And you would understand damned if you do and damned if you don't, going on around you. And also I'm being shown, they tell me, bridge over troubled water, and that means I've got family all over the place, but that are not communicating as well as what they should be. Right, lovely. Right, so I have a gentleman. I feel it's coming in on dad energy for yourself. Okay, if dad's still here, then we go, he's passed over. And you know Dad would be the one that would sort things out when he was here. All right. When it bothered him, he'd be stuck in. Yeah, because he was actually getting a little bit angry that you said sometimes, because he is coming through with he would, if it bothered him, he would get it sorted. All right. I know he's not the favourite, if you know what I mean. Yeah, because that's what he's saying. I know I'm not the favourite. He said, but you know, when family needed me, then I tried to be there. But he says I had either mental health problems or there was something going on with myself when I was here on the earth plane. Would you understand that? No. This is what he's saying. Would you understand that his mood swings, he had mood swings? Would you understand personality disorder? Okay. This is what he's talking about then. Would you understand somebody on the earth plane with mood swings and personality disorder around you? Sorry? Okay. All right. Yeah, no, it's not over. He's here. But you understand somebody who has personality disorder. Yep, that's here. Right, okay. So that's who he's talking about then. All right? And you understand with this person, you don't know where you stand with them. You don't, all right. And that's because of then this family thing that families here, here, here. Would you understand that? You know, I said to you in the very beginning that bridge over troubled water where families here, 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 and here, and they don't communicate. Would this gentleman be part of that? Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. All right? Okay, so, but you have nothing to do with him? No, right, okay. Now, would you understand a younger person around you that has signs of personality disorder? He says no. Okay, then I need to say to you, you are aware of personality disorder. Yeah. And there is somebody around you that's going to show signs of it. Okay? Around you. Well, let me ask. Would you understand a male around you that is their character changes? Sorry? Was, but not now. Right, so if that is, so that person has passed over to the spirit world? No. So it's persons around you, but they're
person passed out of his life. He's no longer part of his life.
okay, a younger person, older. Right, no, I've established that. We've established that, but there is a younger person around him that needs attention and some patience. So there's.
There you go. He gets there.
Yeah. There's a younger. I don't know if it's a grandchild or a child, but I know. All right, don't throw your toys out the pram. So, all right, there is a younger person, a male, that is showing signs of personality disorder. Yeah. And you've got to have patience. Yes. And that's pretty difficult for you, isn't it? Yes. Yeah. See, this gentleman knows. Yeah, your dad knows. He knows. And he says, if I could stand on your toe every time you open your mouth when you shouldn't do.
Oh, he knows him.
That's what he's saying. All right. He's saying, you know, he's saying you can't take a horse to water and make them drink, yeah? All right. So everything has to be in each individual's time. You can't put an old head on young shoulders, yeah? So you understand all of that. So what he's saying is please have a bit more patience, all right? When you feel that your mouth wants to open and say something, think about your dad standing on your foot, all right? And try and keep it closed, because it's when you have to, we don't have to, but it's sometimes we have to just go with the flow of other people as well, because it's not just about us. All right, so it's talking about patience. All right? And you understand all that. Fantastic. But I'm going to leave. Your father's love with you. All right? And say God bless you. And thank you for working with us. Thank you all so much for your love. Oh dear.
Follow that, eh? Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big, raucous, uplifting thank you to our medium tonight, Lynda Rose. Well done. Yes, when it comes to the world of spirit, it's a very strange an unusual place that is manifested in a way that we are able to understand it. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer to understand it, but we get there in the end.
My lot are like a dog with a bone. They won't let it go.
They do say like attracts like, darling.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Work for you.
That was a bloody compliment.
Oh well, I'll take it then.
Dear, you can't compliment people now. Eh?
Oh dear.
I want to thank everybody for being part of tonight and just raising the rafters and raising the roof and filling this room with joy. And I'd like to thank you both for coming. Truly, it means a lot to everyone here. And we are going to be having a toast, and I will remind everyone, any cream left over, so you're taking home. I'll show you a few recipes and a few tricks, you know. As a former skilled baker, oh wow! As a skilled baker, I know a few special techniques on how to get the best out of your can. So, but truly, thank you both for coming tonight. It means the world to everyone here. And thank you all for sending out your healing thoughts. Please, my friends, everyone at home, I know you have been as well. So please continue to send your healing thoughts. They matter, they count, and it does make a difference. Let us all join together and close this evening in prayer. As we say, Great Spirit, divine universal source of all, we thank you. We thank you for that opportunity to come together, to bring upliftment where there is need for upliftment, laughter, truly where there is need for laughter, and love, because it's always needed. As we go out into the world today, Great Spirit, let us take with us that message to bring comfort, caring, and compassion to all those we meet, to remember those very important rules that a stranger is just a friend we haven't met yet, and that we are all brothers and sisters of this earth. No matter the place that we come from, no matter the name that we use, no matter the genetics or the location that we reside, we are one family on this planet. It is our home, and we must do right by each other as a family. And so, as we go out, I ask for a blessing to be placed on each person here present, and the friends and families that they represent, that your love might shine like a bond, uniting us all in the days ahead. Until we meet again, in your name, amen. One more time, a big thank you to the lovely Lynda Rose. And until we meet again, you can tell that you lot of family. Until we meet again, may the peace of the Great Spirit go with you all. Please stay for a Virgin Baileys or a full Baileys. I will say the pictures are being propped up by the bottles, so you'll have to take the bottles with you in the kitchen. The Virgin Baileys, I'm sorry, is just a chilled latte with whipped cream. Use it sparingly. But to everyone at home, we are going to say goodnight and thank you for you sending out your thoughts. And we're going to have a raffle and then have a bit of a drinky poos. So until next week, when our medium is... our medium next week is Madame Umsaria of Never Looked. But it is on the website, littleportspiritualists.org, on the calendar page. Umsaria. Do you know what? That would actually make a good name. All you kids watching, you know, if you want a fancy new name, Umsaria, I Never Looked. Until next week, and we will post later on who it is next week. Until we meet next time. From all of us here, to everyone at home, good night. God bless you all. We will see you soon. and may the